This is our bespoke software that I mentioned earlier in this video. And this is basically how we do our research. We create frameworks, we do our risk assessments and our audits, our deep dives into your company's digital footprint to find out if you are potentially at risk of breaking AI governance and compliance rules and regulations. So the first thing we do when we have a consultation with you is we will do risk audit similar to the one on our website, aiintegritygroup.com. There you can do a quick shadow AI risk assessment just to see, basically fill in a few questions, and we'll basically give you an idea of what type of risk you are at of potentially getting fined at the present moment. Once you're in and we have an understanding of how your systems are working, what you're using, we'll do a little 45-minute to an hour review of your business tools. At that point, we will run your website. Your website is your main point of access for your business in terms of online, right? So we will run an audit running through from your website. Usually all your other social media stuff will be on your website. So what our system scans everything on your digital footprint, social media pages to your email marketing, to your website, and it gives you all the sources and tells you where we've got all the information, and then breaks down what level of risk you are at in terms of AI governance and compliance. I'm going to put a company everybody knows into our AI integrity governance auditor. We will get an AI integrity score and let you know where you are failing in terms of AI governance and compliance. So I am going to use an example of Nike as the company that we're going to do an AI audit on. We literally click here. Our software will start running the audit. It takes about 2-3 minutes to get the system to scan all your global registries. What it's actually doing is retrieving the regulatory disclosures and public risk signals for your company. So in this case, we're doing that for Nike. Basically, once it's got all that information, we can then give you a very good idea of where your company is in terms of compliance and governance, and we can start putting together a plan and a strategy for you to be able to protect yourself. Here we go. Took us 2 to 3 minutes. We've got the Nike integrity report here. It's showing that the regulatory classification for Nike is high risk. So at this point, as you can see, big company like Nike are actually at high risk. We're going to look into exactly where the risk is so you guys can have a better understanding of potentially where you may also be taking risks. Aggressive commercial audit readiness was 62% in terms of regulatory milestone confidence. And then your integrity score at the moment for Nike is 78 out of 100, which is lower than preferred. We like it in the 90s. Like 100 out of 100 is really what you want, to be honest with you. Anything that brings that score down could lead Nike to a massive fine of over 4% of their annual turnover, which Nike would not want to face because they make a lot of money. And then in terms of the EU compliance tier, you're high. So that's always good. That's very good right there, that they're in the high tier for EU compliance, because that puts you in a situation where you know you need to make sure that, you know, you're not risking any GDPR, PECR, or AI governance or compliance for your company. Nike's AI footprint drives high-value personalization and operational efficiency, but faces significant regulatory headwinds regarding data privacy. Key deployments include Nike Fit, computer vision, biometrics. So like I said, with the biometrics, this can be very difficult, especially when you start bringing AI in. If Nike have not informed their clients that they're using AI in line with biometrics, that could be something Nike could be breaching in terms of the governance and compliance of the AI that they're using. While Nike has pioneered an internal private guardian for generative models to mitigate copyright risk. So they pretty much created their own system so that they're not getting any copyright infringements or getting any source data from anywhere else apart from their own specific data centers. That's one thing that they've done to obviously mitigate the risk. And the company is currently entangled in multiple class action lawsuits, e.g. Castro versus Nike, Magnum versus Nike, alleging illegal wiretapping of user browser sessions and non-consensual data sharing with third parties like TikTok under the EU AI Act of 2026. Nike Fit borders on high-risk classification due to biometric categorization, requiring rigorous assessments. Governance is anchored in broader corporate sustainability, leaving a maturity gap in algorithmic accountability. Our system, like Nike, is facing lawsuits. So, for example, what we would do is we would then get in contact with Nike and let them know that because they're already facing class action lawsuits against Castro and Magnum, they really want to try and look into this AI stuff, because this could be something else on top of what's already going on in terms of the legal battles that they're going through at the moment, right? Our system, EU AI Act mapping. It takes stuff from the EU AI Act and maps it based on biometric risks within Nike. It's noticed a critical gap with Nike Fit collects because it does physiological data 13 points without explicit conformity assessment evidence. This can be classified as high risk because it involves biometrics. We need to do a deep dive and start building frameworks for this business. Let our software actually analyze in more depth and put together some sort of compliance framework for Nike so that they can protect themselves from breaching rules or regulations. Here we've also got a partial privacy policy updated in February 2025. So yeah, that was the AI. Okay, so this is the EU AI Act, Part 50, showing transparency and user notification. That's another issue for Nike at the moment. And then the next issue for Nike would be the GDPR, CCPA, and CPAR, where they're non-compliant with in regards to wiretapping and data sharing. So yeah. And then we've also got NIST AI RMF map, which shows that the private guardian strategy for Gen AI shows maturity in IP risk and mapping. Nike is doing at the moment, and there's a risk factor for them at the moment. Yeah. And here it shows the AI literacy baseline for Nike. It shows that board members have attended the Stanford Directors College AI training. However, the departure of key innovation leads like John Hogue, Jason Loveland in 2024-25 suggest a potential brain drain in institutional AI leadership. That is quite interesting information and extra information. But here we also have created a guardrail roadmap. So this is the type of stuff that we will be letting you guys know in terms of how we can implement compliance into your business, what our roadmap is, what we've found are the risks. And yeah, literally, this is the full breakdown now. So these are your critical risks, what's high risk within the business and what's medium risk. And it will show on the points here of the risk topology in terms of public signals, which ones are critical, high, and medium risk. But let me be honest with you, all of these things, critical means we need to look straight away. And obviously here you can see that it's all based around multiple class action suits that Nike is currently facing, which could be a massive problem if AI is added. They are using AI at the moment, and this could be something they haven't looked into. As consultants, we would contact Nike and say to them, you've already got a critical situation in terms of your GDPR, PECR. What we want to do is help you avoid any extra problems with CEPA violations or any sort of EU AI Act violations, and save you basically getting fined millions of pounds, right? So as a consultant, This is an easy way, guys, to basically put yourself in a position where you could easily be earning 10K a month. And that's what this video is about. Everything that I've broken down for you in this video is just to show you guys that as a consultant, my business and my partners, we're all earning over 10K a month from just being AI governance and compliance consultants. It's a business that you can start as a one-person business. You don't even need to start this with multiple people. We can get you set up with our software, email list. We can help you with cold calling scripts, whatever you need in terms of getting set up as an AI consultant and making 10K a month as an AI consultant. If you've got experience in digital marketing, this is something that would be very good for someone who's already maybe had freelancer experience and understands how to work as a freelancer and get leads. This is a lucrative opportunity at the moment, guys, and I don't think it's going to be lucrative for as long as it is now. So if you're interested, like I said, click the link in my description, join the AI for Entrepreneurs community, and yeah, chat to me in there because I'm one of the admins in the group. Drop me a message and we can have a chat, or go onto our website, aiintegritygroup.com, and fill in one of our risk audits. Maybe could be for your business, or email us in regards to maybe getting involved and becoming a consultant, and yeah, learning how to get IAPP qualified so that you can actually do assessments and do governance and compliance audits. Jump on this now. If you like this video, comment and subscribe. I'll produce as much content as I can. I'm scheduled to do one video a week, but hopefully more. Stay tuned, like and subscribe, turn on notifications to catch the next video.